Kung Fu is any skill or discipline achieved through hard work or practice. And that practice doesn't necessarily pertain to martial arts. It could be calligraphy or even sex. What is sexual Kung Fu? First, let's start with Kung Fu. Pronounced Gong Fu, the first character means skillful work, hard training, or endeavor. And the second character means time spent. So sexual Kung Fu, therefore, means spending time to skillfully train your sexuality. I've always wondered why we only get certain kinds of training in our education systems. Our sex ed classes are pretty backwards and awkward. Why do we not get taught how to use the most devastatingly powerful force on this planet properly? This explains the overwhelming popularity of Neotantra, because people want to get in touch with a healthy and spiritual sense of sexuality, instead of the vulgar hypersensationalism that seems to be so pronounced in the world today. I think that if we were all having better sex and better expressions of sexuality, then there would be no more war. The famous mystic and spiritual sage Osho said that human beings stumble through adult life because they were taught that sex is taboo from a very young age. Unless we address the deep misunderstandings on human sexuality, there is little point in trying to solve any of the other societal problems that we face, because our greed and desire for power, status, and conflict actually all stem from this fundamental misunderstanding and misuse of sex. Now, if you train it right, you can master this frighteningly powerful force and actually use it to your advantage, to heal yourself, to actualize yourself, and to advance yourself spiritually. Thousands of years ago, dank Chinese wizards called Taoists were doing just this, and they unlocked the secrets to immortality itself. Their goal was to create an immortal spirit body that lived on after death through an array of physical, mental, and spiritual practices known as Neidan. So sexual Kung Fu is a part of the ancient Chinese esoteric practices of internal alchemy, transforming raw sexual energy into eternal spiritual energy. These practices were highly secret and were taught only to the emperor so that he could satisfy hundreds of concubines in a single night, never get tired or grow old, and always have mental energy ready to go. That's right, the sex energy in Taoism was looked at as a highly powerful mental and creative force, not just a kind of base horniness. Such hidden esoteric teachings were only brought to Western consciousness through the auspices of Mantak Chia, the undisputed granddaddy of Taoism. You could say that he's the Bruce Lee of sex Kung Fu because he was the first Chinese master to teach Westerners. I have studied his work for over 20 years and have reaped incredible benefits in many areas of my life. Like any martial art, it takes practice and dedication, but like any martial art, it should be fun. I have devised a fun and easy to follow video course that any man can learn. Go to SHA-Man.com for more details, and good luck with your Kung Fu, whatever it may be.